What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another what to buy on eBay right now video. You guys seemed to like it the first time I did one of those. So what I did was I put together both CGC 9.8 Star Wars comics as well as Star Wars vintage toys. Only vintage Kenner and only CGC Star Wars. And I kind of mixed it up. You know, we're going to kind of alternate back and forth just like last time. You guys seem to like it, and a number of the items that I featured in the first video sold. So I know you guys like this kind of stuff, so I'm going to start off with my buddy KShells, Tom Hogan, who owns KShells. He has a bunch of CGC graded comics that just returned, and my goodness, I wish I had some money right now. He's got everything. He's got all the Crimson Dawn variants for issue number 1, which has proven to be a really key issue. He also has this book, which is War of the Bounty Hunters, issue number 14. This is the first comic book appearance of the bounty hunter Deathstick, and she's featured on the cover fighting Bylert Valance. And this book, is also, I had too much soda. I got the burps. This book is also, I believe, the first cameo appearance of Bo-Katan. So this is going to be a key book, and it's going to go up, especially as, you know, they feature Deathstick and more stuff. Deathstick is also in that Crimson Reign series that's out right now. And anyway, KShells is the seller, and Tom Hogan has these. I would reach out to him by Instagram and or using his email address, which is kshells@yahoo.com. If you see anything you like on eBay under his account, reach out to him and do it away from eBay to save some money on fees. But he does have 2 of these still available. I really want to buy this. This has been on my watch list for a while. It's only $90. This book has sold for well more than that. He's already sold one of them. There's 2 more available. Reach out to him at kshells@yahoo.com if you want to buy some really nice books. But this is only one of several that he's got, so be on the lookout for that. These just got listed. These 2 baggies I'm going to show you. I don't expect them to still be around by the time this video happens. I wanted to buy both of these so bad, but I'm not going to. I'm going to show them to you, and if they're still available, you need to pick them up. This is an AFA 80 Princess Leia baggie, and it's $350 free shipping. That is a steal of a deal. This is the ESBC baggie, again, graded AFA 80, but you don't find Princess Leias that are near mint like this for 350 bucks very often, and I would grab this. This is a great deal. I almost bought it myself, but I'm not going to do it. And again, by the time that this video goes live, I doubt it's even going to still be around. 9 people have watched it since it got listed about an hour ago. He also has this, an AFA 80 ESBH baggie for Han Solo. It's only $300 shipped. I don't know this seller, but believe me, if I hadn't spent a bunch of money like I just have, I would definitely be buying both of those baggies. Those are great deals in my opinion. Here's another one I thought was a pretty good deal. He just dropped the price on it, so I thought I'd show it to you. And it's also still make an offer, so you can get it for even less than what it's listed for right now. This is Star Wars number 41 in a 9.8 grade, white pages. And this is the first full appearance of Yoda in comics. Or excuse me, this is the first cameo appearance of Yoda in comics. It's got a great cover from The Empire Strikes Back with the Millennium Falcon going through the asteroid field with the Imperial Star Destroyer on hot pursuit. It's just an awesome book. Imperial Pursuit, great cover. It's got a little bit of an overwrap, which is okay. I prefer an overwrap versus an underwrap where it's wrapped towards the back. But it's a 9.8 grade. It's listed for $471 US or 600 Canadian plus shipping. This book has sold as high as $660 here recently. So this, excuse me, is still got the burps. Diet Dr. Pepper makes you burp, by the way. This book is a great deal though, and it's making an offer too. So you could probably pick it up for $450 or maybe even less. So I would grab this if you're into vintage key issues, because that's a great deal. And if I was looking to buy it, I would absolutely do it. Another good deal, a semi-good deal, not a steal, but a pretty good deal. This is the Return of the Jedi boxed tripod laser cannon. It looks to be in about 80 condition, and it's still factory sealed. It's listed for $160 plus $8 shipping by Brian's Toys. He's not exactly known for deals, okay? But this is a pretty good deal, I think. I think it would grade an 80 with the grading companies, and it's got really nice box art. If you're into the mini rigs, that's a pretty good deal. Here's another one I thought was really fair. This is a Sand People Hong Kong COO UKG graded 80%. It is the older style case, so it's but still, it's 115 US dollars, and it's already it's only $21 shipping, so it doesn't use the global shipping program. To me, that's a steal of a deal. 115 bucks plus $21. So even for us in the US, that's 136. That's a pretty good deal for a UKG graded Sand People. So next up, we've got a baggie. This is an ungraded baggie of Anakin Skywalker, still factory sealed. I don't know what's on that box though. That's the only thing, is that the box looks like it's some kind of sticky thing on there. So assuming you can remove that pretty easily, it does have a little bit of a crease on the box. But even for just the baggie, I think for a sealed Anakin baggie in near mint condition for $99 plus $7, I think that's a pretty good deal. It's not a steal, but it's a pretty darn good deal there. And it does still look originally factory sealed. It's got a little bit of yellowing to the tape, so you know it's not been retaped. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. It's not a steal, like I said, but a pretty good deal. Here's a CAS 85 grade Dengar. This one looks really nice. It's labeled Dark Armor Paleface Hong Kong. You know, it's got a pretty nice presentation there. It's got one little nick on the groin area, on the crotch piece there, but pretty nice overall. And 180 bucks plus $6 shipping. Again, it's not a steal, but you know, it is make an offer. So that's probably the reason why I included it in this batch, because if you can pick it up for 150, 160, I think that's probably worth it for a CAS 85. Another book that I've talked about in the past that I'd like to pick up, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to spend any money, but it was listed for $125, but as you can see here, I received an offer for $112 plus $18 shipping. That's for Darth Vader number 13. Why is this a key issue? Well, this has the first appearance of the 10th brother Inquisitor, and we know that the Inquisitors are coming to the Obi-Wan series. This is a lesser Inquisitor. It's not like the 5th brother or the 2nd sister or obviously the Grand Inquisitor, but I could see all of the other Inquisitors eventually showing up on the show, and for $112 for the best offer, I think that's a pretty good deal. I think that's a pretty good deal. It's got a great cover. Love that cover. That's kind of harkens back to The Empire Strikes Back when he gets interrupted in his little chamber. Here's another one that's not a screaming deal, but it is a best make an offer. It's $300. It's a Luke Hoth, but it's graded CAS 85. It's the Hong Kong COO. It's really, really tough to get an 85 grade anything with Luke Skywalker Hoth. They're just always yellowed. This one looks really clean, really nice condition overall. $300 is a little high. If you can get it closer to $250, I'd consider it. So it's got to make an offer. You never know. This, I think, is a screaming deal, and this is another one where I received an offer. It was listed for 650 euros, or about 700 US. There's 35 watchers on it, and it's got 3 impeccable, really tough to find Vaders. The first one is a UKG 85 flat tip thin saber Darth Vader, large COO Hong Kong. That's a really tough one to find. The second one is even better. This is a no COO round tip saber, and that's also graded UKG 85. And then the final one is easily the best. This is the large COO Hong Kong soft gray head. This soft gray head is a very tough COO to find for the Vader. So I would consider these. You get all 3 of them for $700 US. Again, it was best offer, or I received an offer from the seller for $610. So we already came off 40 euros off of that price. So that puts it about what, about 650. About 650. That's a pretty good deal for 3 really high grade Vaders, and all 3 of them are very difficult COOs to find. Another book I've talked about in the past, and this one's listed for $160, make an offer. There's 5 watchers right now. That's High Republic Adventures number 6. This has got a number of first appearances, namely, what's his name? Ty Boda, who's kind of like a really big Jedi. This is the better cover in my opinion. There's a more expensive cover. I've got the SDCC exclusive from IDW online. I've got 2 of those and a 9.8, but this is the better cover in my opinion. And at $160, that's about the going rate right now. But again, it's make an offer. I think if you can pick that up for $150 and under, that's a great deal. Next up, we've got a sealed Neon Numb baggie, ungraded. It looked to be in really mint condition, and it's only $78.35 plus $6 shipping. That's a pretty darn good deal for a tape sealed baggie. It looks to be an original tape seal. Really good deal, I think. 78 bucks, I'd pay that all day long. Next up, we've got a CAS 85 Leia in her combat poncho. This is a 77 back A. Just very light yellowing, though. This is one that tends to yellow pretty heavily. But to get a lightly yellowed one, a CES 85, it was listed for $400. Now, I watched this and I did receive an offer, which has already since expired. So you can probably, if you watch it and sit on it for a little while, I bet that you'll get the same offer that I got. And I think it was around $350, somewhere in that ballpark, which is a pretty decent, it's not a great deal again, but it's a decent deal. It's got a little bit of a sticker residue below the ages 4 and up, but a pretty nice example of the Leia combat poncho. Another book that I really want to get, this is Star Wars Republic 51. This has got a great cover with Obi-Wan and Anakin on the cover. I could see this one shooting up in value as we head into the Obi-Wan series next month. This is also the first full comic appearance of Dirge the Bounty Hunter. So really nice cover. And as you know, they brought back Dirge within the newest Dr. Aphra series. So it's possible that Disney has plans for Dirge the Bounty Hunter down the line. But in a 9.8 grade white pages, it's listed at $320. It's make an offer. It's got $18 shipping. I'd probably pay up to $260 for that. That would be my magic number. So you never know what happens. They may not accept $260, but that's probably the number I'd aim for. Another one I'd like to get is the Star Wars Legacy Comic 2-pack. This has got the Dark Horse comic reprint of Heir to the Empire #1, which is the first comic appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn. And this 2-pack has Grand Admiral Thrawn along with Talon Card inside it, and the packaging looks near mint. It's listed for $190 plus $20 shipping. I'd pay that all day long. I'd pay that all day long. I've got a really nice graded, I got about 6 graded Dark Horse comic 2-packs, and I'd love to add this one to my collection. Just the timing is terrible, so I thought I'd at least pass on this tip. Never mind, because this one says item is now out of stock. So somebody took my advice or took my watch list item and actually bought it. So you can ignore everything you just heard for the last 30 seconds. It's a shame because that was a really nice one. Here's another one that I would consider buying. I've already got this one and I paid about this for it. There's 2 of them available. And this is Rogue One Adaptation #1 in a CGC 9.8. Again, this is the first comic appearance of Cassian Andor and K2SO, Saw Gerrera, Director Krennic, and Jyn Erso. It's like 5 really big first appearances. Director Krennic is rumored to be coming back to the Andor show coming out, I think, at the end of this year. This book is going to go up, folks. This book is going to go up. It's $200 with free shipping. He's got 2 of them available. I would buy one if you don't have one. I've already got one myself. Speaking of Rogue One, this is Rogue One Adaptation #2. And this has got a great cover with Chirrut Imwe and Baze Malbus on the cover. And this is also the 1:25 ratio variant. So there's not many of these on the census. I haven't looked it up. But this is $185 with free shipping. There's 6 watchers right now. I'd get Rogue One #1 first because that's all the first appearances. But this is probably the second one I'd pick up, especially because it's the 1:25 ratio variant. Pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal for an awesome cover. So anyway, just a few ideas. I'm not saying that they're all great, but in my opinion, these are all on my watch list already, and I'd consider taking a look at them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon.